Good morning and welcome to Evening Morning Guitars. It is the morning this time, and today we are drinking from Han Solo's legs. Excuse me. Today we're going to be looking at what you can do with the Mooer, I don't know how you pronounce it, Lo-Fi Machine. Now, I've seen a lot of videos recently on the internet about, just there's a lot of cool guitar channels on YouTube where they're using things like the Earthquaker bit commander, and it kind of feels like maybe that kind of lo-fi, slightly video gamey kind of guitar sound is sort of, I don't know if it was ever out, but it's definitely kind of back in as a thing that people are interested in. And obviously there's some crossover as well with ring modulators, and if you talk to guitarists about ring modulators, or about pedals that are very strange and interesting and very, very out of the ordinary, ring modulators come up pretty quickly. And there are loads of different ones you can go for in a really, really wacky variety. You know, there's like the Zvex Super Ringtone, which is like a 16-step sequencer and a ring modulator, or there's the Electric Harmonix Ring thing, which again has loads and loads of different modes you can play around with as ring mod. But if you want just lo-fi, if you want just a lo-fi kind of crazy, weird, push it, does one thing, neat sound, then probably you're looking at something like the Bit Commander or the Mooer equivalent, which is the Lo-Fi Machine. And it is actually surprisingly useful in a musical context, although I have to confess, for my part, I mostly use it for things like the intros of songs. So an example would be to get the distortion, so turn off the distortion and take the yellow, we've got a Donna yellow fall here with a bit of delay, and doing something like that's kind of an intro to the song. I actually forgot to turn off the Lo-Fi Machine during that second part of the riff. So let's just show you that with it the right way round. So yeah, that's kind of like the intro of a song, and maybe the first extra riff thereafter. You can kind of see that using this as I have it now, which is basically just the sample rate rolled right off, and the bit mix all the way to, most of the way to the right. You're just kind of getting like a really lo-fi, crushed guitar sound. It's very similar actually to how the guitar sounds if you run it through an older whammy pedal and push it up 2 octaves. You get that kind of bit crushed effect, which is, you know, fantastic, awesome, totally sick musical effect that I happen to really like, although I know some people aren't massive fans of it. So that's, and you know, to give you an idea what that I'm referring to sounds like, this super shifter also tracks very badly, but it's this kind of so, you know, it's sort of giving you a taste of that, but without actually shifting the pitch of your signal, which is, you know, pretty neat in itself. So, I mean, there's a whole bunch of buttons and stuff on it, but like nobody really cares, and you can watch another video to see those. I always have it in the synth position because it's more dramatic, although, you know, it works for guitar and bass, and you can play around with those settings for the dramaticness of the mix. But, you know, you're really only using this pedal because you want to do something very strange that's immediately recognisable to people who are there at the show, or, you know, on record or whatever. So I'm going to now put something together that's kind of more like using it in an actual song, although kind of maybe not making it the most obvious thing like I did there while using it in an intro. Trying to use it as a textural device is a little bit more tricky because it's such an obvious effect. So we'll see if we can do that. Okay, so we've got a riff. Just a simple kind of pentatonic figure. And so let's get that into the looper. So from that anyway, you can hear that it is usable for textural effects. It's even usable for kind of tremolo picking type stuff, and it can be used in a relatively subtle way, which is cool because at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff. I mean, I guess personally from a school of playing lots and lots and lots of guitars on the track, lots and lots of different things going on, and lots of layers. So if I can't use an effect in multiple ways, but while still basically pressing one button, it's not a huge amount of use to me. And what I really like about this pedal is you can go from really noises of that variety to much more kind of subtle stuff, and that riff as I was showing from, it's kind of like intros to songs and that kind of thing, much in the same way that you might use a filter or a closed wire pedal or something like that. But anyway, I'm sure this will crop up in more videos. This was just a quick way of kind of introducing you to it and showing you what you can do with the Mooer Lo-Fi Machine. It's really cheap by comparison to like other pedals new. So if you're looking for a quick way to switch up what you're doing, maybe inspire you to write some new riffs or some riffs in a different way, then I highly recommend it. So anyway, that's it for me. This has been Evening Morning Guitars. If you liked it, subscribe for more, and thanks for watching.